All right, I got something on my mind here. So, UFC 244 is coming up. It's the baddest motherfucker in the game belt. Let me fix this. I'm always really bad with setting these things up. Is that good? A little too much wall at the top. All right, we're good. Anyway, so UFC 244, baddest motherfucker on the belt game. And here's my little. I have a little stiff here with this whole situation. You have two guys. Okay, mind you, they're martial artists, so they're professional fighters. So I would assume all professional fighters are bad motherfuckers. But here's the reality. We have Nate Diaz going against Jorge Masvidal. None of them have won a belt, okay? Jorge Masvidal never won a belt. Nate Diaz never won a belt. Nate Diaz has over 10 losses. I think Jorge Masvidal is 500 in his last, 6 fights. Where in the hell? And I get it. These two are, street gangsters or whatever. But, why are we doing a bad motherfucker bout with two people that are middle of the pack in a pack of all bad motherfuckers? You know what I'm saying? I would think John Jones and Daniel Cormier would be a more, that would be better duo or whatever for the bad motherfucker belt than a Nate Diaz and a Jorge Masvidal. But whatever. I guess it sells pay-per-views and it's headlining at Madison Square Garden. Anyway, but so one last thing I want to touch on real quick. I think we're going to start doing these little MMA Saturday videos, but Dan Hooker may be one of my new favorite fighters. I'm going to share a quick story with you. He post-fight, UFC 243, he shredded Ally Quinta, tore him up. It was a unanimous decision by a long shot. And he said something after the fight because he called out Dustin Poirier. And Dustin tweeted him back saying, no, I want my rematch with Conor. And he said this. He said, if you want to keep chasing leprechauns, have at it. But if you want a real fight, let's do it. And I thought this was beautiful because there is the idea here that Conor McGregor may really not come back into it. He's just kind of staying afloat here by keeping his name in, tweeting after fights, doing little things that Conor knows how to do to stay relevant. A lot of people think he may be doing that. But what Dan Hooker said was the first person to say it. He called him out on it. Now it makes Conor more enticed to have to either come back or not. So if Conor by the end of this year, 2019, if there's no fight scheduled for Conor, I'm going to start siding with Dan Hooker a little bit more. Stop chasing leprechauns and fight the real fights. Dan Hooker, big shout out. Anyway, that's our MMA Saturday shit. I think we're going to rename this. If you guys have any cool little names, let me know. But as always, welcome to processing.